We are back. The Road to Hyrox Rome, episode 8, I think. A lot has happened since the last one. In fact, I need to go back and watch the last one, which I'm going to do now, so I know exactly how much has happened. A few trips away, lots of bad nutrition, some good training, some PBs in there, but not the ideal run-up, so we're going to break that down. But I'm actually heading into the gym to do an interval session now, and it is like fucking 28 degrees out, so it is going to be a sweaty one. So try to get some footage of that, and then we'll recap everything that's happened since the last one after the workout. Oh my goodness, that was a fucking sweaty one. Lots of running. I won't flash it up on screen, I'll just tell you. It was warm-up 2k at 5:10 pace, and then 6k at a 4-minute pace, which absolutely the slowest feeling, like it felt like it dragged on. Then 1k was meant to be at 5:10, but I did that at 6 minutes. Then 1k at 3:40 pace, and then 2k again was meant to be at 5:10, but I dropped that to 6 minutes. So I had to drop the slower parts of the running even slower in order to maintain the faster parts, which I don't really mind because they were the main part of the session. Anyway, a lot's happened. I watched that vlog, my last vlog. We were just back from a trip up the north, I think it was, to present at an award show. A lot has happened in there. That was the 9th of July. That weekend after that vlog came out, I went to Marbella for the weekend with Phil and Carl, two of my friends. It was amazing. Just like, hopefully it becomes an annual thing, like not a big fucking boozing session, just like we trained, we did activities, we ran along the beach every morning. It was just amazing. I'll flash some highlights of that up now.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
So that trip was just an insane amount of fun. Then fast forward 2 weeks and I was in Lahinch with the lads, my friends who I've had for 20 plus years. We go every single year for a weekend to Lahinch, and it's just amazing. There won't be any clips or footage of that because I just tend to switch off for that weekend. I'll flash a photo up, nice group photo where we all look respectable. But like it's great. I've talked on this vlog before about having coffee with the lads and how I always come away feeling good. Like, you always leave Lahinch with your jaw sore from laughing so much. So it's always such a good time, good to have laughs. But there's always moments where, like, if you need to have a serious conversation, that stuff happens as well. Of course, there's lots of alcohol. We did a sauna this year, which was amazing. So yeah, lots of fun in Lahinch. Oh, and the Friday morning that we were leaving for Lahinch, I went in and had a 5k test. It was meant to be on Saturday, but I figured after drinking Friday, I would be in no fit state, or certainly wouldn't put in my best performance. So decided to do it Friday morning before I left and got 18:44, which is like a 42 or 44 second PB. So training wise, that was a huge win. Gave me a huge boost of confidence. I'm feeling really good in my running. So fast forward another 2 weeks after Lahinch, and it was Aoife's birthday. So it was her birthday on the Wednesday. We went out for dinner. Then from the Thursday, for the rest of the week, we were away. We went up to Belfast for a night, saw Kingfisher, incredible. If you're not on the Kingfisher buzz, get on it. And then went to a place just past Belfast called Galgorm, which is like a spa thermal village for 2 days. It's the most relaxing place in the world. So there's just been a lot on. I've missed training sessions. nutrition hasn't been as good as it should be, but I'm okay with that. Like, it's okay. I think people feel like you always have to be 100%, or you always have to be chasing fat loss, or always have to be doing this. Like, maintaining is a win. Like, if I maintain the fitness I have now, even with all that stuff on, to race day, which is like 6.5 weeks away, I will set a new PB. I will improve my time. And now it's about dialing in over the next 6.5 weeks where I don't have a whole lot on, and I can really focus on training, really focus on my nutrition, and really nail things down so I can put in my best performance on the day and be proud of what I put in. And right now, for the next week or two, I'm on a bit of an aggressive cut. So trying to shed a couple of kilos. There's a couple of different ways, obviously. Well, there's really two ways. You can do it slower, you can do it fast. When it comes to fat loss and losing a couple of kilos, I like the aggressive approach for me personally, because I have a good relationship with food already. I don't mind I'm not generally not hungry in the mornings. So I just don't eat until about 2, a coffee, maybe a can of Monster as well. And have food from about 2 till 8. So right now I'm hitting between, say, 14 and 1800 calories, somewhere in that, which is a massive deficit for me. So I'm structuring all of my food around my training. Now during this time, when you're doing an aggressive cut like this, Nala, what are you doing? Performance has to suffer. Like, training has to take a hit, and I'm okay with that. I'd rather take a hit for a week or two and get this done than be in a slower deficit for 6 weeks right up to race day, so I can get where I need to be. So I'm currently, as the start of this week, I think I was like 91.5. So now, granted, that was a full weekend of eating and drinking, so my carb stores were just full, extra water, all that sort of stuff. But I'd like to be down. I'll probably get down to 86, 87, somewhere around there, and then go to maintenance for that weight, and then really focus on performance. So I'm confident I can do that pretty quick. Again, this weekend we've got like a meal out Friday, a meal out Saturday. It's just a busy time of year, so I'll be being aggressive during the week. On the day, I'll try and plan my workout as close to those dinners as possible, so train later in the day. That way I can go out and just have the vast majority of my calories at those meals. So yeah, lots to do. Have to train today, do some upper body strength, probably get a bit of footage of that, but it's been a busy time since the last vlog. So yeah, looking forward to focusing. And it's I'm not complaining, it's a good problem to have. Like, I've had a very good year in terms of holidays and trips away and spending time with friends and family, so I don't regret a single thing. But now it's time to focus. It is Thursday now, and I have woken up with these absolute bags. Look at that. Just from allergies, too much dust, that kind of thing, and just whatever way I slept, or maybe it's the weather, the pollens, who knows, but I think it's dust related. Feel like shit, eyes are heavy, I'm very tired, runny nose, all that crap stuff, to put it bluntly, but we'll soldier on. I have to go to the gym and do a pretty intense workout that I'm gonna tailor, being on lower calories. I'm not going to tailor, I'm just going to take very sensible breaks. So it's 100 wall balls, and then in the remainder of 20 minutes, however long you have left, you do this climbing ladder, which I'll show you. But very much I'm going to do small sets, take rest periods, and just get through it rather than try and hit it and get the best score possible. And then after that, we're going to hit a 30-minute easy pace run. And yeah, but I need to get some food now, so I'm going to have some oats with protein powder. I've started using protein powder a lot more. Again, recently, especially when I'm on lower calories, it's just good value for buck. So I have Pure Whey isolate, 26 grams of protein and 108 calories per scoop, unflavored. If you're buying protein powder and you're buying a bag, never buy a flavor that you haven't tried. It just doesn't make sense, because then if you don't like it, you're stuck with this whole bag. I buy flavored, and then if you buy from my protein, or even if you get your protein, I get my protein from bulk powders. And then from my protein, I buy these little flavor drops. This one is cheesecake flavor. And then there's white chocolate, there's regular chocolate. And now I have, like, there's 4 or 5 more in there. That means I have potentially 5, 6, 7 flavors and only 1 bag of protein. So if you are going to buy one flavor, make sure you buy a sample of it first to make sure you like it. Okay, pro tip, you're welcome. training done, and that was a sweaty sufferfest. So you might hear some kids screaming in the background, but so training was a 2K run for a warm-up. And then you might notice that these are not clips from actual training today because I was just absolutely ruined. So training was a 2K warm-up, some mobility mixed in there as well. And then it was 20-minute workout. So you do 100 wall balls. When you finish, you do 2 burpee broad jumps and then do 10 meters of what was meant to be single dumbbell overhead lunges. So you hold one dumbbell over your head and lunge 10 meters with the arm straight, obviously. And then switch hands and lunge 10 meters back. Then you do 4 burpee broad jumps. 10 meter lunge up with the weight, 10 meter lunge back with the weight. 6 burpee broad jumps, 10 meters up, 10 meters back. And keep climbing as far as you can in 20 minutes. I did not do that. So I did 2 burpee broad jumps and then did 10 meters up, 10 meters back. So 20 meters in total of just a lunge with my body weight. So no weights at all. Then I did 4 burpee broad jumps and I did 60 meters of a farmer's carry. The reason I switched out the lunges, I just ditched the weight because I knew I was feeling crappy because I didn't have a lot of calories in me. And plus with like waking up and feeling like congested, I just knew it was the smart move. And then the reason I switched out the lunges, I was planning on doing just burpees and bodyweight lunges the whole way. But on that first set of lunges, like my legs were cramping already. So I was like, okay, I need to make an audible, make a change here. So call an audible, I should say. So did 60 meters of farmer's carry. So it's a 10 meter track. So 10 meters up, 10 meters back. And then alternated between lunges and carry every other round. But still went 2 burpee broad jumps, 4, 6 and climbed up. I think I got to like 16 maybe. And was smoked. And then did a 30-minute just very easy pace run. And after that session, and even the whole way during the run, it's probably the first time I've run on a treadmill and not watched something. I just like stared at the wall. So it was weird and uncomfortable. But it really made me think, do I really need to do this aggressive cut? Because I don't like feeling like crap in sessions. Now, part of that will be not a lot of calories in my system. Part of it will be I woke up and have some allergy issues and I'm feeling a little bit bunged up and stuff like that from those allergy issues. So that'll be playing a role as well. But do I really need to do the aggressive cut? Is it worth doing? Like if I maintain where I am now, so this morning I was 89, I think. If I maintain where I am now weight-wise and focus on performance, like I'll beat my last time. I'm confident in that. And I'll probably beat it a lot better if I focus on performance, even at a slightly heavier weight. Whereas if I aggressively diet first, let's say another 7 to 10 days, and the diet itself to me is not feeling difficult. Sure, I'm hungry sometimes, but I have a coffee and later I have a can of Monster. But because I'm generally not hungry in the mornings in a normal scenario, I do think it's a little bit easier for me because then for me, it's harder to squeeze in so much food later in the day without obviously just eating hundreds of calories of chocolate and crisps and stuff like that. So it's not super difficult. It's hard. I'm not going to lie, but it's manageable, let's say. I completely went off on a tangent there, but if I do that for another 7 to 10 days, while it might get me to 86 kilos or 85 kilos, I don't want to feel like crap in training for another 7 to 10 days. So that's the biggest thing. It's the mental sacrifice in training where I can't meet the paces. I can't do the workouts. And it's not that I want to run myself into the ground. It's that I can't do the workouts and feel good doing them or push them to even 80%. So a lot of people will go 100% and just ruin themselves every single workout. And the reality is if you can especially in like Hyrox style workouts, if you can just go 80 to 90% and maintain that, that's much more sustainable and easy to recover from. So I don't know. I do know I'm not going to aggressively cut. I might still stay in a small deficit, but just have a lot more calories in my system and structure those calories around my workouts so that I feel good. I'm going to play that by ear. Probably see how the rest of this week goes, but I'm definitely consuming more calories today and moving forward than I had planned on when I first started this vlog, like 2 days ago or whatever it was. So yeah, a little update there. Hope that makes sense. I think we'll wrap this vlog up here and on to the next one.